Hi, and welcome to Live with Courage and Impact People Through Your Business. I'm so glad that you've chosen to take the time to listen to this video. I'm Sarah Jane Brookmuller, founder of People Coaching and the Community of Courage, if we haven't had the privilege of meeting. Now, I've probably got about 7 minutes of your attention, so I'm not going to waste it. First of all, I want to think about this in terms of, imagine that you don't have any impact on the people around you. And imagine that you don't have any focus. Where are you going? What are you doing? What is most important next? And lastly, if you had no courage, that circle at work in your business, how it would look, would you get anywhere fast? No, you wouldn't. And yet so many leaders in business are stuck in this circle when they first launch or when they're trying out something new, is they're not sure exactly what the desired impact is. They don't have a clear focus and they're not showing up with complete courage. If I paint first the negative picture or what we don't want, it really will help you understand why this is so important and why I want it for you in your business. So when we live with courage to be able to impact people, this is all it takes. It's really simple, and yet it's not always easy, or more people would be doing it. So where do we start? Impact. We get really clear on what our end goal is. What is the impact that you want? Why did you start your business? What are your values? What's your dream? What's your vision? How do you want to impact your community? Would love for you, hopefully you've got a pen and paper to jot some of that down. Some people talk about it in terms of brand clarity, niche, but I like to just talk about it in terms of vision and dream and impact. What makes your heart sing? What gets you alive? Where is your inner brilliance? If you put money aside and profitability, just think about what makes you you and what are you called to? Because when you can build a business from that place, you actually get to come alive and people are attracted to that. In terms of community impact, I want you to, for a minute, think about if your business didn't exist or if you decided to stop doing what you're doing, what would the community miss out on because of that? If you weren't there, if you didn't keep working on this business, even though it's hard, what are parents going to miss out on? What are organizations going to miss out on? What are students going to miss out on? What is your friends and family going to miss out on? Which is really cool because that's where it shows you actually how important your work is and that your work does really matter. All of this comes in to your brand, whether that is like me. I have a very personal brand because I'm selling my coaching, which is connected to who I am as a service provider. For you, it might be a product. But still, we are living in a time where even products, people want to know who is behind that product. What are their values? What are their environmental sustainability factors? And what are they trying to make? What difference are they trying to make in the world? If you think about some of the great brands that we know of, Nike, Just Do It, you can think of a few. It's really easy to think of who they are and what they're about. That's what really matters for your brand. What do people say about your brand when you're not in the room? The reason that is so important is because that's where your referrals come from. If people can clearly articulate your vision and your impact in the community, in your brand, and can really easily recognize your brand, you're really on point with your branding, which means you've got really good clarity about what your vision and your impact on your community is. So that is why that is so important, and keep working on it. The next step is how we put a vehicle around your desired impact. It starts getting really practical. So business strategy. is about that capacity to forecast into the future and work back from that. So programs like Excel and Trello really help you prioritize tasks and timing, launches, forecasting, etc. Business model is about the client journey, the sales funnel, and making sure your foundations are really steadfast for future growth. Set up what automation and accounting needs to happen up front so you're not overwhelmed and frazzled when it comes to a big product launch or a workshop launch or onboarding new clients. This actually is really connected to your mindset, because if you haven't yet stepped into the mindset of a CEO in your business, even if it's actually only one person, the reason why the CEO mindset is so important is because you are taking control of your time, you are taking responsibility for your desired outcomes, and you're planning for it, and then you're executing on that plan. It's so exciting. I love my clients taking this step. Where are you at in your mindset around sales? Where are you at in your mindset around being the worker in your business or actually being the CEO of your business? Where are you in your mindset in terms of your belief in your own capacity that you have got what it takes to learn to run this business well? The last bit, and probably the most important bit, is courage. It ties back into that if you stopped doing what you are doing, how would your community miss out? This is where you begin to draw the courage to show up every day for yourself, your business, your friends, your family, regardless of some of the internal stresses we can face. I'm not saying that we ignore them, no way, that is called toxic positivity, but it's around how we address and validate the parts of us that want to hide, want to not show up. So these are habits. We need to create new ways of thinking, being, doing that are more in line with the place that we want to go. What does your future self ask of you in how you want to show up now, and begin to make habits that are aligned with that. Obviously, when you do that, you're going to grow. You're going to begin to level up internally because you're asking so much more of yourself, but it's not heaping pressure. It's actually becoming who you were really made to be, which is really cool, really important. As you do that, you influence, you inspire, you enable, you empower other people to do the same, which is leadership. My absolute favorite definition of leadership is that we help other people do what they wouldn't have otherwise done. What does that look like for you in your business? In the product that you're selling, you might be bringing on people as franchises. You might be selling a product that helps someone feel better and more confident about themselves. You might be selling something that makes people look after their health and prioritize their well-being. You might be a counselor, a psychologist, a coach, a tutor, a videographer. Whatever it is that your passion is, when you put that business around it, and then you live with courage personally and professionally, you make an incredible impact in this world and for our community. That is why I'm here to serve and support you. I would love for you to share with me, what have you loved about this journey? How do you now see the connection of living with courage and how that will impact people through your business? What are you taking away? What would you like to work on? I would love to hear back from you. And I'm so grateful that you've taken the time to listen to this resource. I trust you've been encouraged and that it's been helpful. Stay connected and keep talking about your vision in the world. Have a great day.